systems. In addition, sustainable development should be about addressing in a holistic manner poverty, unemployment, and inequality. In this context, it is our calls on the General Assembly to consider broadening the item of sustainable development under the second committee to include other two dimensions, namely economic and social development, in a truly integrated approach of the three pillars of sustainable development. And I thank you.
I thank you for your statement. And now I give the floor to the next speaker, the distinguished delegate of Ukraine.
Chairman, while aligning with the statement of the European Union, I would like to touch upon a number of issues which are of particular interest for my country. Ukraine welcomes the outcome document of the United Nations Conference of Sustainable Development, which reaffirmed the centrality of sustainable development in shaping our common future. Though quite a number of issues were left open in Rio, we consider the conference as a crucial milestone in our path towards achieving Millennium Development Goals in 2015. The conference has acknowledged important advancements made to date in promoting sustainable development and eradicating poverty. However, this progress has been mixed and uneven, varying from region to region and from country to country. Evidence clearly suggests that the achievement of several Millennium Development Goals, including eradicating hunger, combating communicable diseases and ensuring environmental sustainability, is at risk. The persisting challenges threatening the most vulnerable countries, and in particular African countries, call for urgent response. Ukraine also emphasizes serious constraints facing middle-income countries in achievement sustainable development, as well as the need to support their efforts by the international community. We commend the agreement on a more coherent institutional framework for UN environmental activities through strengthening the mandate of the United Nations Environment Programme. Similarly, we welcome the commitment to set up the Universal Intergovernmental Forum to replace the Commission on Sustainable Development as a mechanism to follow up and review progress in the implementation of all sustainable development commitments. My delegation supports the adoption of the GA resolution on these issues, and hopefully in the long-run process will culminate in the establishment under the United Nations auspices of a World Environment Organization. The delegation of Ukraine is pleased very much with the agreement to establish the process of defining a set of sustainable development goals coherent with and integrated in the United Nations Development Agenda beyond 2015. We reiterate our will to work closely with other member states for working out the post-2015 sustainable development goals. The delegation of Ukraine would like to emphasize the agreement at the United Nations Summit on Green Economy as one of the important tools for achieving sustainable development and poverty eradication. We recognize that green economy can enhance our ability to manage natural resources in a sustainable manner and with lower negative environmental impacts. The delegation of Ukraine welcomes the Green Industry Platform initiative launched by UNIDO, UNEP and partner UN organizations on the margins of the Rio+20, which aims at promoting industrial production which does not compromise social, economic and ecosystem health. For its part, the government of Ukraine has inscribed to this partnership and committed to attain the goals to the Green Industry Platform. Here, we would also like to encourage UNEP to conduct comprehensive study on the theory, policy, technology and other relevant issues concerning green economy and provide support to the developing countries in the areas of technology transfer and capacity building. Mr. Chairman, the delegation of Ukraine would like to underline the need to ensure full and effective implementation of the outcome document adopted in Rio. We would look forward to engaging in the forthcoming discussions on how we can deliver our own commitments at all levels. As to Ukraine, I would like to inform that Rio spurred national debate on sustainable development. Efforts are underway to translate the outcome document into concrete action. Our immediate priorities include revitalization of the National Sustainable Development Council under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister of Ukraine, establishment of the Interagency Working Group on adaptation to the United Nations Green Course to national policies and strategies, and elaboration of the Sustainable Development concept of Ukraine. I'm also pleased to inform the Council that in addition to the strategy of the state environmental policy up to 2020, the government of Ukraine developed the National Plan of Action on Environment for 2011-2015, which constitutes a policy framework for addressing environmental challenges. 2011 also saw the adoption of the National Programme on Domestic Production Development, which serves as a policy tool for sustainable production based on the principle of the green economy. Action in the area of climate change remains, as always, critical. Our common but differentiated responsibilities and respective capabilities demand that we act. For its part, Ukraine has voluntarily acceded to the Period 2 of Kyoto Protocol, undertaken to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions by 20% by 2020. As the future chairmanship of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe in 2013, Ukraine will also promote the discussion of environmental impact of energy-related activities, energy efficiency and the use of renewable energy sources. We firmly support the United Nations Secretary-General's global initiative on sustainable energy for all. In 2011, the government of Ukraine initiated the revision of the energy strategy of Ukraine till 2030, which was adopted in 2006. The new updated energy strategy would aim at assuring the implementation of our international obligations, including those arising from Ukraine's membership in the European Energy Community. Ukraine undertakes steps toward more rational use of energy. We have managed to significantly lower gas consumption, particularly because of the high prices. And despite some difficulties at the beginning, we can see now that it helped us a lot already and will help much more in future. This example showcases the importance of sustainable thinking that helps not only to protect the environment, but also provides for economic gains. Ukraine recognizes the role of renewable energies in ensuring the sustainability of energy sector. Last year, a number of important and huge solar and eolic energy projects were implemented in Crimea and southeast of Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your statement. And now it is the turn of the distinguished delegate of Thailand. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Thailand wishes to align ourselves with the statement of Algeria on behalf of G77 and China, as well as the ASEAN statement as delivered by Indonesia. Mr. Chairman, at the Rio +20 conference, our leaders envisioned the creation of a common post-2015 development agenda that will address the social, economic, and environmental dimensions in a balanced and comprehensive manner. We must now deal with the challenge of how to make this vision, which will ensure sustainability, build resilience, reduce inequality, promote human rights, and strengthen good governance, a reality. In this endeavor, Thailand wishes to encourage a process and outcome that is people-centered and inclusive, to ensure a set of targets, goals, and agenda that will inspire the broadest possible support, commitment, and ownership among the international community. It is equally important for us to build upon the substantial achievements of the MDGs. Poverty eradication, in our view,